Yo, this is your boy Mind Control, come back with another video. And we going with the second edition of Insects, right? So this time we did a little revision and we trimmed down some cards, and this is a deck list that we decided to go with. So granted, I didn't play too many battles. I still want to do a mixture. I have this good gameplay that I want to go for. I'm not going to ruin it right now. It's still in the works. Matter of fact, I do like I usually do at the end of the game. I'll show you which deck I'm planning on doing, but I don't have the cards yet. So this is the deck list. This is what we're going to be running for a good like 5-6 battles. Make sure you stay to the end if you want to see the deck list. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's stay tight and get your popcorn. With that being said, cue the intro. And we're back, and we're going first. So we have a pretty decent hand. We use the Wicked Butterfly to get the Gokipo out, and they instantly use their Vanquish Soul, what is it, Suimei, or Holly Sue, whatever you want to call it. And you clearly have K-Knock cards in the hand, but we're not really too concerned with that. So what you try to do is you try to use Holly Sue to take our Gokipo, but we just use it to drop it. And since Gokipo can activate in graveyard, it was best to just pitch it so he can connect to it with his freaking Vanquish Soul cards. So you use So Heavy. I'm guessing to try to draw a card, but we're really not too concerned with that either. So we end up using our Beetrooper Descent, and it was able to get us a token so we can pitch this to the graveyard so we can start doing more and more plays. Right now, we know that he have K-Knock cards in hand, so this is where we thinking that since we activated the card in hand, he's able to use now his K-Knock cards. They're active. So we're still playing a little cautious because we don't want to get our cards sucked up by the Nash or whatever you want to summon on field. So we use Sting to go ahead and get the Rapid Fire, and then we get the Bullseye. Summon the Bullseye, hit him for 200, turn to the Rapier to the Onslaught to a Tuner, and then we go ahead and go into Bow. Bow push the wind back in hand so we can get another normal summon. Then we instantly go into the Mantis so we can pitch another card to graveyard. Since we already pitched the Gokipo, we just use that to get the Moth Engrave. Use that to summon out the Rapid Fire grab freaking Gokipo so we can use it for our XC overlay. Use Wind to grab the Twin Bow, which we can summon itself out. This is where we go into our Revolution, right? Grand Revolution. And we're still able to pick up cards, so this is mostly for discarding at this point. So we use Twin Bow, go into our Insector, pitch this thing, attach another Resonating Insect in it, shuffle 3 back so we can get a draw, and we go into Rebellion, which is a pretty good draw. Now, since we have 2 Resonance Insects in our deck, we'll just use those to shuffle those into the back into the deck with the I forgot the name of this card. The Heavy Beetrooper, the Mighty Neptune. This one allows us to shuffle 3 insects from the banish back into our deck. So it will really pretty much recycle all our cards in the graveyard. So this is where we sent the Mantis in the graveyard. Get Stinger. Stinger grab the Fusion card. And this is when we use Onslaught to get another card in graveyard so we can shuffle back. We needed to banish something. I don't know why I didn't use the Beer Grim, but it is what it is. So we used Rebellion to get another card on field. We was able to get the Supply Soldier so we can fuse. And I should use Beer Grim to banish those cards, but I wasn't thinking. And then also, whenever you play insects, you fighting against the clock normally. So I think this is one of them games where I was fighting against the clock. So I ended up going to the crew, the Beetrooper crew, And this is where I needed a banished card to get another card on field. And I ain't have no more, so I'm like, goddamn. But it is what it is. So we're able to go ahead and get the Flying Sting, which is a monster negate. And then we use the supply to go into the indestructible heavy cavalry. And then we set the Bee Sting, raise the cavalry, and then we drew from the Wicked Butterfly. So it's a pretty good hand. And he tried to use a Raisin to destroy us, but since he used the draw effect, we just Flying Sting that shit and destroy it immediately. So now he don't have a ability to get rid of our Pilgrim, and Pilgrim has an effect where he can't he can't respond to our cards anyways. Even though it was a counter trap, but still is one of the things that you need to know. So he ended up taking our heavy Beetrooper, but it's okay. We're really not too concerned with it. And this is where we like, okay, well, we're gonna smoke his board. And I went for the Holly Suit because I knew he was gonna shuffle that in hand. So instead of him just shuffling another card in hand, we let him shuffle that in hand so we could destroy everything. So he used the K9 to grab another one, I think, the Yugioh. And we, for whatever reason, that was a mistake. I shouldn't use supply, the supply card, the supply soldier, because now his other cards are active in his hand. So that was a mistake on my part, not really thinking like that supply soldier did nothing for the board, and I just pretty much allow him to make more plays. So next time, if you have a card in hand and it doesn't like add to the board, don't use it. So he ended up destroying that with Hound, and he Zeus's us. But we're okay with this also because we have Pilgrim in grave, and it's just going to be an advantage, whatever, and we'll destroy the whole field again, just like we did before. So, all in all, we still had this match completely, and we drew into a freaking prevent droplet. So even in the weirdest case that he had a multiple freaking overlays on Zeus, we're still being able to get rid of it. And that's GG's. So let's get to the next replay. This was pretty cut and clean. We went first, so it was a little disadvantage for them. And we're back, and we're going second. Now, I must warn you, I play Triple D, and this player was definitely in Platinum. So the board that he sets up is not as, let's say, impressive as a board that I would make with Triple D, especially being not interrupted. So once he put the survey on field, I kind of knew he didn't know what he was doing for real, because he left so much on the table. And then he goes into Gilgamesh, which is pretty standard. He scales up 9 and 3 when this is like, okay, he don't have none of the skills that help him bring cards back in hand or special summon. Then he summoned 3 level 8s, and it's kind of like, okay, so you're gonna get one interruption, which is the freaking Siegfried, and I'm like, well, that's not too impressive. And then he get Mechanics, he overlay that. No, he got the Doom. I'm gonna get in Doom, which is like, bro, you're pretty much leaving so much interruptions on the table. You didn't even go ahead and get the High King Caesar, which I was afraid of. That's the only thing I was afraid of, really. And he pretty much fumbled. And how the game goes, I knew he was going to negate this, because he don't know what Battlewasp really does. So the Armed Rebellion is free to do whatever he wants, right? So in my whole eyes, I said, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to get a Sting on board, and Sting is going to pretty much allow us to like get rid of this freaking Mechanics with the overlays. I changed the freaking wins like that, so he, just in case he have an Ash, he will Ash the bad one instead of the good one, pretty much. And I didn't want to use my callback for no reason. So I get Resonant Insect in there, and then we got the Spy Soldier just in case he won't do anything crazy. And this is where he go for a, no, he can't go for a suck yet, because I chain blocked it. It got to be direct chain to be able to suck it up, and yeah, he's not on that. So we pretty much have everything that we need on board as is. So we go ahead and go into bow, and then we use bow to push that back in hand, and this is when you go for the suck, and I'm like, okay, well, and this is when he's seen the pause and he's seen that Sting can negate it. I'm like, okay, well, I got everything I need in hands, and I got the normal summon, so I'm just going to negate it, and it'll be fully negated. And we're back, and we're going first, and they made me go first. So yeah, it was one of them things, and I didn't have anything to do, so it made everything even worse, right? So we playing again Makanko, and yeah, like I didn't even have a play, so it's one of those feel bad, like, yeah, well, even if, yeah. So we're watching him use rivalry, and he has a non-impressive board at all. Like this is really not impressive at all. So we use Resonant Inset, and he maxes us, so we ash it. And this is before Maxi was fully banned, so it was before, yeah, it was before the ban list came out. So we used multiplication of ants, and he used retaliating C. So I imperm this, and he's used rivalry to, I guess, equip another card on it. Yeah, and he got the angelic ring, which is a damn good play. So this kind of like stops me from doing some things, right? But not all things. So this is back when I was using Contact C, and I knew that I didn't want to use Contact C at all. So I was okay with just banishing it. So that's one of the main reasons why I banished the Contact C, because I didn't really need it, right? And so he draws another Maxi, but since Maxi is negated this turn, he's at my mercy. So this is where we pretty much goes into our plays, and we try to build a board good enough to break this board he calls sad. So right now he still have a non-targetable Omohe, or whatever the fuck this shit called, Duel Makanko. So I have an idea how I can destroy it. No, how I can get rid of it. I can't destroy it. But this equip spell is not non-destruction. It's just you can't fire. You can't target it. So that's another thing. I knew that he was had an interaction in the back row, but I just didn't know what it was, right? So I played freely, thank God, and it kind of stopped me from doing some things, but not all things. And I still had to win, which I could turn one of my monsters to a tuner, so it didn't completely stop my plays, right? It hindered a little bit, but it didn't completely stop my plays. And I believe this is when I go into the Insector, yeah, because I really wanted to get more advantage, right? Normally I don't, but in this case it helps me in that regards. So I go for shuffling all the cards I really need to I want to use on the next turn, and I drew into a freaking forbidden droplet, which is great against Makanko. It's like really good against Makanko, for since you can't target none of their monsters. And then that's when I thought about getting a supply soldier, but then I'm thinking like, it don't really matter if he maxes me next turn, because I have everything that I want and need on board already. So now I'm going into my 2 Foolish Burials, and then Reborn with the Grand Revolution. So this is why I can destroy the Fire Dance, but I can't destroy the freaking Jewel, which is okay still. I tribute off the freaking Beetrooper, the armored Beetrooper, and this is where I can go ahead and get the Cicada King, so I can stop him from special summoning. And with the Beergrum, I'm able to destroy his Jewel. And since I'm getting rid of it anyways, it's no reason for it to stay on the board. So yeah, now he's pretty much stuck, and we're really not concerned with him like attacking us or whatnot, because we have the forbidden droplet. And this is where knowledge base is a big factor, right? He don't know nothing about the deck, so he pretty much like killed himself. So he watered our freaking cavalry, so we just banished him and the other card, and it's pretty much GG's after this, right? And it's only one special summon, but I'm thinking like Fire Sting is probably best because I'm definitely about to put on he can't summon no more with the mod when I'm able to pretty much target one of his cards. So we get another Sting, then he used Ome, pitch that, summon that out, go into the XC monster, and the XC monster is pretty much targetable. So that's the one thing that they messed up with this deck. They made the XC monster targetable, and since he knew that he can't activate his card to attack twice, he opted to just hit us up with 44. So we use our big monster to pitch that. We just pretty much just recycling the banish effect, so we could destroy that and then smack him for however much we want. And this is all just fluff. And I was going to try to summon out the big fusion insect, but they always quit. That's the second time. Well, you'll see the other time, but they quit every time. And we're back, and we're going first. And guess what? They made me go first. So we already know how those plays go, right? It could be 1 or 3 cards. So we just seen a Makanko. It could be a Makanko. It could be a freaking Sky Striker. It could be a Tenpai. So yeah, or it could be Gem Knights too. So we have to pick up a board that's pretty much can withstand being destroyed, being tributed up, and being fully negated. And those boards are kind of hard to put up in this meta. And insects are terrible when it's going against up against a Nibiru. Nibiru flushes out very bad, very bad. So usually when I see Ash, I'm not that afraid to do a B&B. So I usually like play unafraid because Insects has a lot of resilience, right? And once I get to like 5 summons and I see that they're a little hesitant about popping in a Nibiru, that's when I put up something that I know I can recover from. But right now, there's no sign of Nibiru. So I'm playing freely. So go ahead, put the Twin Bow in there. So we're gonna get the Armor Beetrooper, Armor Horn. Use the normal summon effect, and then I got rid of my Gokipo. Normally I don't get rid of my Gokipo for the simple fact that I wanted to get the Cicada King with the negate so I can stop them from freaking, what's it called, special summoning. But at sometimes it's not in the cards, right? And if you have a weird hand, you just have to play what you think is best for the potential board that you're playing up against. And this is what I feel like it would be better. I mean, I guess this is what I felt at the time. And also, it's kind of hard to get a level 3 on board if you don't have the Twin Bow or Gokipo on board. And there's another Beetrooper monster that you have in a level 3, but I only have one in the deck, and it's kind of like I'm shorting my ceiling by trying to summon it out. I gotta use one of my Foolish Burials to get it on board, and it's not guaranteed. And then another thing with Beetroopers or Insects in period, the board is really crowded, and I'm usually like giving up interruptions to try to get everything on board, everything on the field, and it doesn't feel good at most times. So I get Fly Sting, and good thing about Beetroopers is the fact that most of these cards are indestructible. So Heavy Cavalry is indestructible, Revolution is indestructible, and The big Link is indestructible, right? The giant Beetrooper. So I opted out to get the Pavilion, and this is pretty much just going to help us. Nope, it's not. I guess I must banish one monster on field, and then use the Pavilion to grab the Sting from the graveyard to bring it on field to negate something. But it doesn't even matter because he Lava Golem us twice, and then he set one and passed. So I'm like, whatever you have in your hand better be great. You better be very great, because I'm just going to attack you, right? So he used Battle Fader, whatever that is, and he sets a red reboot. What? What kind of deck is this, bro? What kind of deck is this? So Battle Fader pretty much stop us from freaking battling him, right? It's in the battle phase. I didn't know that initially, so it kind of like I messed myself up because I like shotgunned the Forbidden Droplet, but it is what it is. So I got rid of that. Got another single fill, and yeah, we killed it like that, and we upped the freaking big rim. He goes for the attack facing monsters, which is like okay. Another thing by heavy Beetrooper, it allows the special summon itself out. Since he don't have another red reboot, I decided to freaking fly sting that instead of ash it, because if he had Call by the Grave, then it would have been kind of messed up. We've been in a bad situation. Granted, I still could have banished everything and still destroyed it with Revolution, but it's better to just use the flying sting since you can't freaking chain to it. Yep, so that's GG's with the battle. And we're back, and we're going first. And this is a pretty decent hand if this doesn't get Ash. So we get the Resonance Inset, we are all able to get the Onslaught, and we're going to pitch the Scary Mon, which is kind of like the perfect pitch because we really don't want it in hand. We get a Sting, grab Sting, chain, the Wind. The reason why I do it like that is because of this. Well, no, not really this. I rather them Ash the Wind. I can use it twice versus Ash the Sting. But since they imprint the Sting, it allows me to get my Onslaught. But he could have Ash and imprint, and it would kind of like kill my turn a little bit, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit. He would probably kill my turn a little bit, but I still had plays in my hand, so it wouldn't have did it too bad. So he ended up effect valoring our freaking bow, which kind of feels bad. So we don't have another normal summon. Feels real bad actually. So we go into the Mantis, pitch the Gokipo because we still use that, and I was able to get the Assault Roller, banish one of our Resonant Insets, get the good run. So we're still cooking with High Grease pretty much. Get the Revolution, use the Revolution, get that, and since we special summon, you can use the Scale Bomber to special summon yourself out, which feels real good. Got the Rapid Fire, go into the Armor Horn, and it gives us another normal summon. So he didn't do too much to us, right? So we're playing against a semi-board against 4 cards potentially, because he's gonna draw one more out, and we're still able to draw with the Wind. So we get the Twin Bow, which special summon herself out, summon out the Gokipo, and since we already have Moth in the graveyard, now we're able to use Cicada King to get out the card that we need to get out. So use Big Rum, and this is why I messed up at. I put freaking Revolution in the wrong slot. I was gonna go into the Insector to get another draw and get more cards, but you know, players fuck up sometimes. And it would have been able to get us the Sting, the Flying Sting, but we end up not having it, so it's still good. We can still get it, matter of fact, with the Sting Lancer. It just gave us a whole nother round. So he interrupted 2 cards and a normal summon, and we're still able to get everything. Matter of fact, we didn't lose nothing. We got everything that we actually wanted. So he goes into the stage with the eyes of blue. Stage with the eyes of blue. We negate that with this thing, counter trap, so you don't have a normal summon, and he quits. So they're just showing you how we could just play through interruptions, and it was pretty good interruptions at pretty good times. And we're back. My audio went out a little bit. So this is a deck where, yeah, we're I don't remember how this game goes, but I think we go non-interrupted, and it kind of feels good. So yeah, we're just gonna fast forward. I think you don't have any interruptions at all, actually. And this normally feels good when you don't get interrupted on your turn 1, which it sucks because you can make such a great board if you have the right cards in your hand. And most of the time you have cards in your hand that you can make a play, and other times you don't have enough cards in your hand to make the right play. So it's a give and take. It's like a love-hate relationship. And I love to hate it, to be honest. Gotta love to hate it. And as you can see, not every match is the same. I don't play the same way every time. So you just have to understand what the cards can do. So I would recommend y'all just sit down and be like, hey, this card does this card does that, and you can piece the plays together and understand where you want to go with your combo. I think that's the most important, like what you want on board, and it will help mold your combo more. Because insects can do a lot. It can't do the most, but it can do a lot. And winning with insects feels better than winning with something like K9 or something. So yeah, and using landing is pretty much, if you do it right, you could pretty much have the same card that you would if you just went for questing, and you have more on board. It's a win more option. So I see the sleeves. That's the only reason why I'm keeping Retaliate and C in my hand, because I'm predicting that he's running dracotail, and seeing things like that, it's kind of like you're able to like prepare for something they got going on. And the main reason why you make the indestructible heavy caliber, because you need a way to banish the revolution. If anybody was wondering, that's the reason why I keep both of those on board. It doesn't work one without the other. And he Dark Ruin no more. So mostly all this shit is cooked, right? So he used Ice Shade and he red reboots us. And unfortunately, since I don't have any imperms in my deck, there's nothing I can place down. I know I can run imperms, but I think Forbidden Droplet is better because most of my cards, not most of my cards, some of my cards do things when they're in the graveyard. So he opted out to destroy himself to banish some of my cards. But he's an idiot because he don't know what to banish and what not to banish, right? So he banished the Revolution. Revolution come back and destroy him. But he's able to resummon out the Tricera, but it's just with a higher attack. Now he got the Goki Pole in the graveyard, and I'm able to get the Assault Roller. So it's like, of course he made plays, but did he really make plays, right? So I opted to banish this out, and I realized that, oh yeah, the once the monster I destroys it, you get destroyed, everything on the field is permanently negated, which kind of sucks. So then he uses White Howling, which is a freaking good card. If you control a water monster, target one spell in your opponent graveyard, banish it, and if you do, the rest of the turn, negate all spells that's on the field, pretty much face up on the field. So you can't negate all future spells, just the spells that's already on the field, which is a good card for like what? field spells and shit pretty much. But yeah, I think that's a dracotail like monster, right? It kills dracotail, but I wasn't getting the landing because of that. I was getting it because of that. And then also, it was a sucking part because I was trying to summon out my big boss monster and people keep stopping me from doing it. That's the second time that somebody stopped me. And I want to summon it out, but people don't want to do it. They quit before. And we're back. And I forgot what duel this was. Yeah, I don't know what this is, to be honest. Yeah, and I just know once he tried to trip you off, I was gonna Ash, so yeah. So like open close case, I guess. And he set 2 card face down, and we have Rebellion and yeah, I don't know what the card does. And I wasn't really too concerned. So it wasn't nothing that really scared me. I was just hoping that it was nothing that banished spell cards, and I fucked up by putting that in the middle column anyways. Even though it didn't really like matter too much, but I shouldn't have put it in the middle column in case he had an imperm. So I hit him for 200, but it was mostly to summon out this card. It's indestructible. Use that. Get me 2 tokens. I forgot what I go into. I think it's Papillon. And then I banished and then got a Gokipo. And then brought it back on field. Yep, that's what I did. So I banished that to banish the resident insect. Resident insect, send Gokipo. Gokipo bring me back and give me another one. I can use a normal summon that I haven't used last time to summon that out. Then I use this to go into the giant Beetrooper. Then we tribute that off. Oh yeah, we still have this to bigger. Tribute this off to go into the Sting. Sting brings the landing. Use that with the one in the hand because I don't need to use the effect. I can use it in hand or graveyard to go into the crew Beetrooper. Now I use the grab the flex Sting first. Then I use the Pilgrim to summon that out. Since I use that to banish the Sting Lancer, I can use the crew Beetrooper to summon back out the Sting Lancer back on field for more attack. So yeah. And we're back. And we're going second. And we see Foolish Burial Goods, and we already kind of figured this freaking tier limit, right? Haven't seen this deck in a while, and I'm glad it's not in, contention. This freaking coin toss gamble deck, right? So he go ahead, use his Sharon, use the Hotness to summon the Kikalos. And shuffle back to Sharon since he didn't use Sharon effect now. So he get the string, and I guess he's trying to gamble having milling Sharon, which is kind of like crappy because that's 11 cards right there. So he pitched 3, get nothing. Pitch 3, get nothing. Pitch 5, get nothing. So he got the heartbeat, and he shuffled back the I don't know, it's whatever the hell that card called. Use Engraver to shuffle back his Lacrium. Get Destructo, that's for automatic freaking Baron, right? And right now, I'm in fear that he's going to go for Haiku Season. And that's the only thing that pissed me off about the fiendsmith package is you can get you a non-target in the gate, or you can get you a Haiku Caesar, which is a 2-card special summon negate. But he's an idiot. He decided to not get rid of his tier limit monster to use the damn trap card for 1 negate versus having 2 special summon negates. And I'm okay with that. So stream activates after I tribute off the resident insect. He still don't mill nothing. Good. So I use Onslaught to pitch whatever. I forgot what I pitched. What I pitched? I pitched the bomber. Oh, because he have the shuffler in the deck, and I didn't want him to shuffle back Yugioh, right? So yeah, he have a shuffler. So I'm trying to bait out the shuffler. He flips thing under, which kind of feel bad. Go ahead and try to call by Kick Hallow, so he uses Brawn negate to get rid of the call by the grave. So now I only got to worry about one more special summon. Now I know that I can just use Bear Grim to freaking destroy everything, right? But I didn't take into account that the goddamn shit special summon stuff back out. And then another thing, Gokipo has a small text that says that it can special summon out on normal monster. I normally don't even use that effect. I usually use the effect to add a monster. I don't have no normal monsters in my my deck, and he was able to negate the whole draw or summon out. So it kind of like threw me for a loop, and it kind of aggravated me a little bit, but it is what it is. So right now I'm still waiting on him to use his freaking shuffle effect, so I use that early. And still trying to make him use it, but I thought he was going to use it with the rapid fire special summon out the Gokipo, and he still didn't use it. So I'm like, what did you wait for? So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll destroy everything. And at this point I'm like, alright, well, I'll just go into the rest of my plays and I'm not going to wait no more. So I go into Armor Horn, and I'm like, this is the point. I'm just gonna go ahead and get Revolution. Bring out Twin Bow. I guess I'm still waiting. Oh yeah, this is when he gets scared. So I use Insector. Activate Resident Insect. And this is just a bluff because it does nothing, right? So he helped me out. Shuffle back Resident Insect back into my deck before Insector activates. So the one he shuffled back into the deck, I use to attach back to her to Armor Horn to be able to get another draw. So I shuffled 3 more cards back into my deck also because you're not hurting me by shuffling cards into my deck. And I don't think he knows that. So then I'm finally able to make Revolution so he don't shuffle it back into the deck before I banish it, right? So I use Giant Beetrooper. Finally get this thing off the field because it's still face down. And I believe at this point, this is when I'm running really low on time. So I have the ability to summon out the big boss monster. Let me make sure I'm correct on the name. The Ultra Beetrooper, right? But right now, I have like 10 seconds left. And I'm like, damn, why the hell am I not have enough damage to destroy this monster? So I'm like, damn, the stream is still active. So then I'm like, okay, well, I got to banish Revolution again so I can destroy the card on field. So I'm able to beat this mother this turn. So use a full loss, okay. And this is where I'm just like trying to attack with anything, and I'm at like 5 seconds. That's the only reason why I ain't going to the Ultra Beetrooper, because I have no time. And I was like very low on time. Almost lost due to time. And we're back. And we're going first with a wonderful hand. But that don't mean anything when they fool us, right? So my whole idea behind the thing is, we summon a lot with Insectors, right? And as long as, and I'm thinking in my head now, as long as it's not a freaking maxi, I think that we could take the full loss challenge. Because at the end, you shuffling cards back into your deck, right? And I think we can survive that. Most of the cards that we summon are cards that's from the hand, that we special summon from hand. And we special summon from the extra deck. I can skip a few summons to make everything cool. So we go into Bow, and I'm not completely scared, and I think once I start going to plays and he started drawing into more cards, that's when yeah, I said fuck it, we're gonna go a little further. So you gotta get Gokipo, get the Resident Insect, and yep, use rapid fire, and I forgot where he decided to interrupt this. And it was one of the things where I think he knows or have an idea how the deck runs. So we're still running our normal plays because we understand that he have what he have on the board, and there's nothing too much we can do. So I banish the resident insect, throw them off, summon out the armor horn. And I put it on the left side because I want to use the insector. That's when he used magma hut. And I'm like, okay, well, this kind of sucks. So I use summon out resident insect, summon out all these monsters, and I'm like, I should have just went into the Cicada King, but I realized I have the level 3 over there, so it doesn't really affect me. Goes for that, pitch that, activate all that, and then I'm pretty confident on my board, right? And I will show you the next mistake I make. Able to do all that, get the giant Beetrooper on board, Invincible Atlas, grab a Maxi, banish all the cards I need to. This mug drill swarm us, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I can't destroy the drill swarm, right? Because if I do, then he's gonna get rid of one of the cards that I need on field. So I end up just destroying the magma hut. Cause I got scared. I'm like, I don't want him to get rid of one of my level 3s. I really need my level 3s. Get rid of that, and then he impulses us, which feels very bad. That was a great impulse. He waited the perfect time. So I'm gonna show you where I messed up at. Go into Cicada King. Alright, right here is where I messed up. So I see that he got the drill swarm on board, right? And I know whatever he do, he's going to pitch this to the graveyard, right? Heavy Beetrooper has an effect where at the end phase, you can make one card gain 1,000 points, 1,000 attack. This is not invincible once it gets over 3,000. So you never make this card go over 3,000. That's the call. If it's over 3,000, it's affected. You can destroy it with card effects. If it's 3,000 or less, it's unaffected by card effects, right? This one, it doesn't really matter. It's just like a tower because we don't have cavalry on board. So why? I should have just used Cicada King to negate Neptune, right? Because yeah, just negate Neptune, get the moth on board now. I don't know why I didn't do that, and it cost me the game. So I use that to raise a monster card that's already in defense mode. And we're playing against Rockets. Dragonlings, my bad. He used Quick Launch. I use Retaliating Sea. He used Impulse, right? Feels bad. Feels really bad. I max sees him. This mug ashes me. What the fuck, right? So I'm like, bro, he has all the outs, right? And it just gets worse from here. It gets worse, right? How many cards do you have in hand? He has 8 cards, so he drew into 4. So this is where, if I had Moth on board, he would have to get rid of Moth, and I could just summon it back, right? But no, he got rid of the fucking Cicada King, and it feels bad. He called by the grave the goalkeeper. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, he has everything. He called by the grave the goalkeeper. Then he quick launches. I ash it. He fucking cross out designate the ash. Bro, what do you not have? What the fuck do you not have, man? He had every fucking out to all the cards I had in my hand. I had 3 cards in my hand. He outed all 3. And it's like GG's. I think I want to play Dragonlings too. I think it's a cool deck, and I like to play with decks that are good going second. I'm gonna fast with this shit because this is for the love of the game. Like, he OTK'd me, and it is what it is. But you can't really get mad at it. I took the full loss challenge and he pretty much won. And I was watching videos on his deck. Let me know if y'all want to see me play this deck. He played in a weird way because he played with a lot of hand traps. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I seen a 60 card version of it, which was pretty cool, but I'm not a big fan of 60 card decks. I don't like the slot pals, get lucky and draw the card that you need type of decks. So yeah. And I thought I was able to survive this round, but I did not know that he could get the bullet sword also. So yeah, it was GG's. And there was nothing I could do because all his cards pretty much are Omni Negate. Yeah, he had it, he got it. And we're back. And this is the deck list. So, well, Pin the Bullseye, 3 Stings, of course Ashes. I can drop the Maxi, but like I guess. But one thing about Maxi is, in this deck, I can shuffle it back into my deck. I can use the card to get it to draw. So Maxi works with insects, and I can also use this to pitch if I need to use something to pitch with Onslaught, or I need to banish it with Beergrim. So Maxi works in this deck not because I need the draws, it's because it's an insect monster. So give me grace. Gokipo, we got the Twin Bow, Scale Bomber, which I think I might add the 2 and just drop this. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do now. We'll just add the Scale Bomber to 2 because we need more level 3s. We have Resident Insect, Battalion C, we got the Rapid Fire, Assault Roller, Wicked Butterfly 3, Onslaught. I think I'm gonna drop this to 1. I think 1 duel I lost. I was able to resolve this, but he full lost me 2. I think it was a Dracotail duel, and he just like had too much advantage because he kept negating my spells. I should have put that in the replay, but it was one of them aggravating games. It wasn't even like very good, and I misplayed bad, so I wasn't proud of myself. Yeah, we could drop it down to 1. We got 1 Sting Lancer, Heavy Beetrooper because we want to recycle our stuff. Beergrim, Multiplication because this is a great card to start off the gameplay, right? So if we have Resident Insect in our hand as a normal summon, it's terrible because we had to use Salaman Great to get off field, and if we use that, then we can't use Onslaught. Could need to be no face-up monsters or only insects, and this is not an insect, so we need something to get off field, and Multiplication of Ants is a perfect way to get it off field. We got the Beetrooper Descent, we got the Landing, 3 Rebellions, 2 Wins, Call by, Forbidden Droplet, Flying Sting, got the Cruel, Heavy Cavalry, Ultra Beetrooper. I can't get it out, cannot summon it out, but it is what it is. Got Bow, Menacing Menace. Didn't need this either, Batista the Armageddon, but it's a great card to banish everything. And even if you have this in the graveyard, Batista, it works even better because you'll be able to summon this back out, and you can lower everything by 500 for each insect that you banish. So it's a good end gamer, right? Cicada King, Summon Great, got the Insector, 2 Armor Horns I think is necessary. Pavilion, got the Celine Snapper just in case you need back row, but most of the back row that you need to destroy is freaking like floodgates and shit. And we got the Giant Beetrooper. This is a great deck if you want to have fun. It's not very competitive, so you will lose games. You will get stopped by the most obscene card like an Ash or Emperor at the right time. So do not get mad, do not get frustrated, but it's a very fun deck and it feels very good to win. So I'm gonna let y'all know now. Well, and we're back. My bad, I didn't do the little joint. But that's why I'm gonna let y'all know now. This is a deck I'm working on. I do not have the cards for it, but I want to run a Goblin Biker XC's variant of K9 because we're gonna be sucking everything up, all balls. So I feel like this is a good mixture, and the synergy is, it seemed like it would be there. I just need to get the ratios right. And like these psychic villas and whatnot, I might need to take those out. But I feel like if I can get the synergy, the ratios right with my my deck, this would be a good deck, and I think it'll work really well. Especially if you're playing against a mirror match. Well, not really mirror match, but the partial mirror match of K9. So you could just strip their freaking cards, or you can bait them into using the negates before they need to. But yeah, I think this is the deck that I want to play. I need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. At the very least, 18. And I don't want to use all my damn gems for it, but it is what it is. For the love of the game, if I can get some like, comment, subscribes, I'll do it. Because one must stockpile the freaking URs for it, right? But with that being said, make sure you tell me what you like about the video. Show some love. I brought insects back low key. And cue the outro.